Good evening. Welcome to our call this evening. And we're going to be talking about a really great product, Botanical Balance. As they say, the combined power of ancient wisdom and modern science. It's a wonderful product, and it helps us have a holistic approach to promote normal blood glucose balance, and so much more. So we're going to try and talk about everything we need to know about botanical balance. And basically, let's get to know a little bit about glucose. It's a very important fuel for our body. If we have too little glucose that is available at any time in our bodies, it undermines health and vitality by compromising cellular energy production. But if there's too much glucose, it can harm the body's tissues and disturb the body's natural fat storage systems. So basically, what we've got to understand what that leads to is it helps manage glucose uptake, botanical balance. It optimizes insulin sensitivity and it maximizes insulin receptors. And that's important because we don't want unhealthy weight gain. We don't want increasing our risk of cardiovascular and other chronic diseases and disrupting or even destroying portions of the circulatory system. And that puts the entire body at risk. So people with type 2 diabetes is increasing in most countries very rapidly. And we've got to remember that we've got to focus on the correct choices of food. And I'm going to say, if we can just try and do this consistently, making it a habit of correct eating, of correct choices, and it'll improve our health, and especially the health of diabetics or people who have got that glucose problem. So I ask that we choose consistency over intensity. Consistency is forever. Intensity, starting a new regime, all in, and you go so intense that it lasts for a short time, then we forget. So consistency will beat intensity. So we've just got to decide what we need, and make it a habit and start feeling the benefits of change and taking our glucose balance with the two main meals of the day, which is normally breakfast and dinner, two tablets twice a day. If you have a diabetic problem or a blood sugar level problem. And why Neolife's glucose balance? What does it mean? When we say it supports healthy glucose levels, the imbalance of glucose leads to unhealthy weight gain, increased risk of cardiovascular and other chronic diseases, disrupting or even destroying portions of the circulatory system, putting the entire body at risk. And so let's have a look at what this actually contains, what is in our product. What isn't in our product are artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, or preservatives, which is very, very handy. But what is in the product is cinnamon, just a very wonderful product that is just rich in protective polyphenols, so good for us. In the phytonutrient side of things, but cinnamon supports efficient insulin, and that insulin production is important, and the sensitivity to that is important. It helps our cells utilize glucose for energy. So the next one is curcumin and turmeric. This product gives us wonderful antioxidants and relieves inflammation as well. It is a very, very vibrant yellow and contains the turmeric, is that vibrant yellow compound. And as I said, has beautiful anti-inflammatory compounds, which all disease is based in inflammation. So it's a very good product to have. Studies suggest that curcumin may offer benefits for blood sugar control, and Neolife's Botanical Balance provides 100 milligrams per tablet, which is, if you're taking one, that's fine. If you're taking four, well, that gives you 400 milligrams, which is a nice lot of curcumin and turmeric. And then chromium. Chromium is from yeast, and it helps body metabolize carbohydrates and fats. Very useful for weight management. It provides support for healthy glucose metabolism, and it's a critical cofactor with insulin and helps maintain normal cell. And then also in this makeup of ingredients, we have an alpha lipoic acid, which helps protect us from the damage caused by free radicals. Free radicals I always think of as causing rust, causing our cells to age, causing our cells to break down. Supports normal blood sugar levels and the cell's ability to use insulin. So, if we have a look at what we basically have been saying here, this glycemic roller coaster, you can see the controlled levels are in the blue zone. That is your glycemic control zone. And the blue is what should happen in healthy individuals with good glucose balance. The red is too high and too low. And this is where we have highs during the day and then we have slumps during the day. And it's controlled by what we put in our mouths. So the glucose balance will help people with that problem. And so the aim is to just keep it under control, our glycemic index under control with and the botanical balance is going to help that. But as I said, we've got to consistently try and form good habits so that we can get our body working right. If we have a look at this, I just want to mention something that the Neolife proprietary blend of botanicals and whole food will help three things: the glucose uptake, insulin sensitivity, and your insulin receptor function. And that is vital. We need that. We do not have to be a diabetic to enjoy botanical balance. And I think that is a very important fact to understand. Um, and all the above three reasons, the three reasons I've just said, will keep your focus. Taking botanical balance will keep your focus. It manages your fat storage. In fact, botanical balance uh, will help one maintain steady energy during the day, steady focus. It helps calmness. And by keeping our blood sugar managed in that blue zone there, we have to make good food choices. And I think if I could just try and illustrate something, if we, for instance, have a bucket of water and we throw it over a rock, the rock gets wet, but it doesn't do anything to the rock. And that is what happens when we have intensity of rushing into something, doing something just quickly, and then getting back into our old habits of food choices. Let that bucket of water take drops and let it drop all day, little bit by little bit, and eventually it creates a hole in that rock. And that is what happens with our consistency and our habits. It gets us over the hurdle of a roller coaster eating pattern. Undoubtedly, consistency beats intensity with our food choices every time. So, it's an example of not using foods that have seed oils or synthetic starch. For instance, all the refined junk that elevates your blood sugar, it's addictive, and most people think of it as real food. It's nothing more than poison and will keep the hospitals full. And it's promoted so much that that's why a lot of people think that is what we should be eating. Botanical balance is exclusive. It's powerful. It has huge benefits on our well-being, and absolutely no artificial anything. And so, you know, it's a product that is a standalone product. It's not, it's a standalone product, and it's a product that can be used when necessary and where necessary. It's not like the multivitamins and our protein and that are every single day products, because they are food based. They are our food that we eat. This is an add on to that to help conditions, to help our stabilize our insulin and our blood sugar levels. So, an add on product to the botanical balance, or a botanical balance could be added on to the NutriShake. Now, people have this is a whole food product, whole protein product with all 22 amino acids. And this product is a wonderful partner for botanical balance, especially for anyone who suffers from high blood sugar, because protein does exactly what that roller coaster does, keeps it in the blue zone, keeps our blood sugar levels beautifully balanced. And when our blood sugar levels are beautifully balanced, we have that consistency of energy, of focus, of feeling good, and that keeps us calm and not anxious. It's really great. Then there's another product that I want to just briefly mention. Well, let me just finish this one. With the protein, you can lose fat, you keep muscle, you feel full, and you're satisfied. And it stops that roller coaster problem that we've been talking about. So it's a very, very useful protein drink. It's a very unusual, complete protein with a complete vitamin and mineral profile, with wonderful fiber. And fiber in that protein will help glucose levels as well. Let's have a look at another add-on, which is zinc. Zinc is very good for the pancreas. In fact, there was an article that I read, and I pulled up today in a 2015 review on zinc, and it says that zinc has many beneficial effects on diabetes. Specifically, zinc appears to play an important role in pancreas function, insulin, and also insulin activity, the glucose modulation, and the process by which diabetes develops and has complications. Deficiency does not, and this is a deficiency of zinc, does not cause diabetes, but people with type 2 diabetes have lower levels of zinc due to insulin resistance. So, to reverse or prevent or manage diabetes, in addition to watching your weight and eating intentionally, make sure you supplement with zinc to keep your pancreas firing on all cylinders and working as it should. So that's what we're talking about tonight. I just want to actually just read you a testimony that I got from, let me just get this here. I'm going to just take a section out of it. Um, um, he is a lovely person living in quite a rural area in Kenya. And he said that he didn't know, he's always been healthy, and suddenly he didn't know why he could, after every 100 meters of walking, he had to, he was fatigued, he had to slow down. He felt thirsty, had a dry throat. He craved fatty and sugary foods. Then his vision started to blur, And he phoned me, and I said, "Well, it sounds really serious. You better go into a hospital and just check for diabetes." So he went into a government hospital, and uh, the nurse said, "How did you get here?" He said, "I brought myself." And they said, "Impossible. You couldn't have brought yourself." He uh, he went for a checkup, and her true words was, "I was found to be type 2 diabetic, which is severely high, 32 points." I've never heard of that. I mean, if it's 8 and 9, eyebrows are raised. And here is 32. The nurse went out of the room and, to my surprise, came in with 7 more nurses, surrounded me, asking me whom I came to hospital with. Immediately, they put me on drips and insulin for 4 hours, and then it dropped from 32 to 17, which they had to fight to do. But it worked. I mean, 17 is still critically high. Anyway, he was put on some drugs and was advised to see nutritionists, etc. Then I started using Trianen, which is a very unique product to Neolife. Botanical Balance, also unique. And together with medicines, it was amazing to realize that my fatigue stopped. I started feeling energetic. I started walking without stopping on the way due to lack of energy. And my frequent night urination reduced after 1 week. My sugar level is now manageable. My cravings and my thirst was gone within a week of using Botanical Balance. He's added other things to this now, like aloe vera plus and chelated calmay. Those two gave him a peaceful sleep and freedom from depression. I'm gradually gaining weight, which is great, and I advise people who are diabetic, pre-diabetic, to use Botanical Balance and Trianen, and they'll see the results and feel great. And he says, Neolife products are amazing. So that is the testimony that I was given, and it's very exciting. And it's just a product that I'm excited that you know of. And it's not only for diabetics, it's for people who want to just balance the blood sugar levels, feel confident, not give your body a chance to put on that weight, because it can be very much part of our weight loss plan that we have. So I just want to wish you well. And until the next time, look after yourselves. God bless. Thank you.